Hi, this is Feed the Line in the house, and we're going to show you 60 restaurants in 60 minutes. It's our year in review, and we're going to showcase all the restaurants we visited this year. But before you get comfortable, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and sit back and enjoy.
Right, guys, welcome to Chicken Shop Healing. I'm Salvatore, I'm the area chef here for Chicken Shop and Dirty Burger all across London. What we are trying to do here in Healing is changing our menu for a healthier option. We have the fried chicken, which is marinated in buttermilk, and we deep fry this breadcrumb, then we deep fried. The sauce coming with it is chipotle mayo and lettuce, tomato and ketchup on it. We use the chicken thigh, we don't use the chicken breasts, as we've been trying for a long time with chicken breasts. I actually prefer chicken breast, but using the chicken thigh we not get the dry chicken. The thigh is much more moist and much more juicy, I would say.
Thanks for that, Salvador. Well, he didn't tell you that his chicken burger got nominated for Feed the Line End of Year Burger Awards.
Our chicken, which is, I think it's the healthiest way to cook a chicken. The chicken, there is no fat added on it. We marinate the chicken for 24 hours. Then we sous vide the chicken. And then we heat it up at the end on the rotisserie with charcoal, wood and gas. The wood, we give all the smoky flavor to the skin of the chicken. The marinade that we use is inside the chicken. And when it rotates on the rotisserie, the marinade will get everywhere into the breast, and that's why we don't get like dry chicken. Our chicken is really moist and full of flavor, even in the deep part of the meat.
Next on the stop was a restaurant in the heart of Canary Wharf. 241 Lounge was based in a hotel called Docklands Lodge. It was trying to punch above its weight, trying to be a fine dining restaurant. But what they did do was amazing Billingsgate fish and chips. The fish was from Billingsgate, and that's what made it so good. And another thing from the menu which we recommend was the steak brioche burger. It was a head chef special, and from the looks of it, it doesn't look that appetizing, but we can tell you for sure it had a lot of flavour and we really enjoyed it. We then went all the way up to Manchester to Indian fine dining restaurant Indique. This year they went on to win the British Curry Awards 2018, and they also got nominated for our Curry House of the Year and also Best Starter of the Year. If you do go down for the biryani, it's really good.
Hi, I'm Angus from the Bab Restaurant in Kingly Court on the top floor of Kingly Court on Carnaby Street. We get our lamb and chicken comes in halal, and after it arrives take a lot of care to keep it separate from everything else. Lamb, which comes with carrot and cumin puree. Cumin gives a lovely warming spice, especially for this time of year. The lamb is Hardwick lamb, comes from the Lake District, and is really delicious form of lamb. On top of that you have some pickled red onions, give a really nice acidic oniony crunch. Curry mayo, full of flavour, and on top is some parsnip crisps.
The Burbs Hardwick Lamb Madonna got nominated for our End of Year Awards in the Best Kebab category. We then went on to ever popular Dishum in Kensington. It was a new branch this year, so we went down. It was absolutely packed. We had to wait around for at least 1.5 hours just to get in. What we can say is Dishum is quite overrated from what we've seen or had a few dishes. The vegetable samosas were pretty good. The okra was very oily. The seekh kebab was actually very nice. And they're known for the spicy lamb chops, which are so good that they put the price up. Unfortunately, the mutton pepper fry, which is a chef special, was one of the worst curries we've had all year. The lamb biryani was really good. It was moist and had a lot of lamb inside it. We really enjoyed the spices. They also did a mim subs mess, which was really good. It's one of the best desserts we've had all year, and it had strawberries and a lot of meringue inside it, which gave it good contrast. Overall, the shroom got 3 out of 5 raws, which is pretty poor because it's always packed. Bobo Jam in Soho is a special dessert cafe offering a range of popular South Asian desserts and bubble teas. Raindrop's been all the buzz this year. It's been on Instagram so often we had to go down and try it. Unfortunately, from first experience, and it's going to be my last experience, 3 of us lines went down. We had a really poor experience. In fact, the whole restaurant was a complete letdown. The purple raindrop cake certainly looked attractive, served on a bed of white jelly, accompanied by charcoal ice cream. The best thing about this, however, was the ice cream, which was mild and sweet. Some of the desserts we had appeared to be thrown together haphazardly. We certainly didn't understand why all the desserts were served with an assortment of hard green bananas and strawberries. Next onto Anish, which is a Nigerian restaurant. In fact, it was one of the better restaurants we went to. All the dishes were unique to us. We've never had them before, so we really enjoyed the experience of going down and trying Nigerian food, which we've never done before. Look at the goat's head, which is also called isiwu. That's actually a starter, and look at the size of it. They also did a massive grilled cocoa with plantain. Plain okra was really nice, which went with the yam and beef. Nigerians really do like their fish, and every time we had it, it was really flaky and soft. Overall, Anish was a really good experience. We really enjoyed our time down here, and we'll definitely be going back for more. We then visited our first burger restaurant of the year, Proper Burgers in Layton. It's a HMC certified restaurant. The buffalo chicken wings were really good size and had really good flavours as well. Other than that, the burgers were a bit of a letdown. If you have a look at the video, you can see how dry it is. They were all done, well done, even though they don't ask us what we want. And then at the same time, it wasn't juicy. The condiments didn't come together. It felt all very disjointed.
Hello, we're over here at Windsor London on Boston Parade, next to Boston Manor Station. We opened up a couple months ago, late December of 2017. We're trying to bring, something new to the market in terms of flavour and choice of food. Obviously, we specialise in wings. Then moving on, we have salads. We do a superfood special, which is very popular. We are aiming to target people who are health conscious. And then the main event, as we call it. So we do wings, strips, wraps, burgers, and we do vegan in all of those types of forms. So we do them in vegan strips, vegan burgers, vegan wraps.
Then moving on to Katia Row, which is an Indian street food restaurant. It's decked out with old Bollywood posters, and it's supposed to represent a Jodhpur, which is the slum of India. But regardless of the slum, the food was really good. It's in the heart of Soho and the prices are so reasonable. If you haven't been, you definitely would like it, because every single wrap you have is made in a paratha. Paratha is a roti which is made with butter, and that makes it really nice, and then if you add anything to it, it just enhances the flavour. Tallyho is an Indian kitchen restaurant in Surbiton, that won the Asian Curry Awards in 2017 for Best Casual Dining Restaurant, and they also won it this year as well. But this time it was for Best Indian Restaurant, so we had to go down and try it for ourselves. The Surbiton restaurant is a decade-long dream of two brothers, Shamim and Shah Malik, whose Indian kitchen serves dishes created from recipes handed down from parents and grandparents. It was a mixed review, but what we can say is the name is called Tallyho, and the dalis were excellent. Now if you don't know what dali is a large metal plate containing a number of small metal bowls, each filled with a variety of food types. It was one of the better dalis we ever had. The gunpowder chicken dali came in at only £13.95. That's an absolute bargain. I know it's not central London, but if you haven't been, it's definitely one of those places to go. They're also giving Feed Line readers 15% discount. Yasmin Restaurant and Cafe is authentic Lebanese cuisine in the heart of St John's Wood, which has picked up a number of accolades since opening in 2015. The Mixed Grill, skews of chicken cubes, lamb cubes and minced lamb, successfully delivered on the smoky goodness of charcoal grilled and properly charred meat, but they were also well cooked. They also do Lebanese pizza where they make in a large oven. The inside was made up of a soft layer of donut-like kebab meat and topped with some melted cheese. It was passable altogether, quite mild in taste. The Mohalabi Lebanese milk pudding made it into our end of year awards for best dessert of the year. Yasmin had a different take on their Mohalabi, the deconstructed version where the rose water is served separately and meant to be poured over the set milk pudding. This is the second time we've been to Drunch. The first time left us thoroughly impressed, having rated a solid 4 out of 5 raws, and for last year's Feed the Line Awards they were the best newcomer of the year. This year, they started the cod goujon and made it into the Feed the Line's Best Start of the Year award. Each one of the 6 plump cod fingers were beautifully fried to a golden brown colour. Last year Drunch's Cumbrian chicken won Best Main of the Year, and this year they served us with outstanding delicious confit duck. And this year they served us with outstanding delicious confit duck. Although the 4 components on the plate were a classic combination, they were done so well that they came together harmoniously. The crispy skinned and superbly succulent bird has such a depth and flavour, especially with that amazing rich, melty and fatty flavoured juice. Ikachi in King's Cross is a new branch and is the brand's 5th London restaurant. They serve halal chicken which is prepped and cooked separately from other meats. The amazing soft-shell crab, lightly battered and deep fried and served with a sambal chili sauce. We were thoroughly impressed with all the starters, including the prawn and scallop siu mi. The best part about Cuddy is the impressive prices, particularly given the location in relation to the generous portions served for almost every dish. The kai karapao, a classic Thai dish of ground chicken with chili, fine beans, fragrant lime leaves and holly basil, traditionally eaten with a fried egg. We were really impressed with Ikachi. The food was as fresh as you expect it to be, from a restaurant emulating the various street food styles and cuisines of Southeast Asia. Despite looking the part, the major shortcoming with the seafood curry laksa was its intensity of flavour or lack thereof. If there's one point like Comptoir, formerly known as Comptoir Meza, Shopfront manages to convey, is that the authentic Moroccan and Lebanese cuisine. It's consistently received TripAdvisor's Certificate of Excellence since 2014 to 2016. According to its owners, the restaurant is renowned for its traditional North African beaver tagines. But the one hot mezza that caught our eye is the chicken pastelli. It's a traditional dish of fez which combines the flavours of chicken and almonds in a pastry dusted with cinnamon and powdered sugar. This little starter took us completely off guard. We simply weren't expecting such depth of flavour from something so unassuming. Yet this dish easily made it into the Best Starters of the Year award. As for the tagines, they were all amazing. It's one of the best Moroccan restaurants in London alone. PF Chang's, need we say more? They've become fully halal and this is one of the reasons why we had to go down. Those original dynamite shrimp, crispy tempura battered shrimp, spicy sriracha aioli in spring onions. Believe it or not, this is one of the most expensive dishes on the menu. The starters are more expensive than the mains. It's the only place in the world that I know that actually does this, and there's a reason for it. It's because this is the only thing that people come down for. They also do a terrible Mongolian beef, and don't bother going for the Singapore street noodles. They throw the whole kitchen sink into mixed berry truffle. It's really poorly made. and then they give you a really generous portion of the chocolate cake. It's one of the worst bitter cakes you can ever have, and for some reason they don't give you ice cream, they give you sorbet. I mean, what chef comes up with that? Chocolate and sorbet, it makes no sense. Score very average 3 out of 5 for a restaurant which is world renowned.
Welcome to Banana Tree Westbourne Grove. We are a fully halal branch. We're the only completely halal branch of Banana Tree because we don't sell pork. And we're based here in Bayswater, Queensway area. We serve Indo-Chinese food, which ranges from Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Singapore and Malaysia. We've got quite a versatile menu. We've got extensive starters, mains, which include regional specialties from those areas I just mentioned, stir fries, we do wok noodles, soups, salad bowls and sharing platters.
Mafia is a contemporary Indian fine dining restaurant in Mayfair, London. They were nominated for Feed the Lion's Best Newcomer of the Year award. An outstanding dish from the grills was the namak mandi lamb chops, lightly spiced but cooked bang on medium. But the standout dish was one of the best dishes we've seen. It was the lobster country Captain Thermunder. It came in at a hefty £60, and as you know, lobsters don't have too much meat inside it, so you have to really break into the lobster to find every nook and cranny. They also got nominated for the best main of the year, which was the dab jingari in coconut shell. It's basically shrimps cooked in coconut shell with fresh coconut milk.
My name is Kay. I'm one of the partners in Elvis Steakhouse in Forest Gate, London. We've opened up 11th of December 2017. We're a fully halal steakhouse. We are offering exclusive 10% discount through Feed the Lion. We are purveyors of fine Argentinian beef and fine fish in the heart of East London. Our main objective is to provide our customers with very high quality Argentine beef and fine fish. We sell grade 5 Wagyu 7 days a week. It's 100% halal. It's a 28-day wet aged beef, which means it's full of flavor. It's full bodied flavored beef. Very lean meat. What we served was the filet medallion, which is an Argentinian filet.
We've had a few Wagyu steaks in our time. Some were merely Wagyu by name. This, on the other hand, was one of the best Wagyus we've ever had. The fillet coming in at £50 a head. It was worth every bite. This was tenderness personified, though with a crust which, while being wonderfully charred, was both crispy in places and with pleasant specks of salt to it. Elvis Steakhouse made it into the categories of Best Restaurant of the Year, Best Newcomer of the Year, and Best Steak of the Year. And best of all, the whole restaurant is 100% halal, apart from the overpowering music. Coco Grill and Seafood is a Persian restaurant in Surbiton, London. It won the Asian Curry Award in 2018. That's the reason why we had to come down and try it. If you do want to go down, don't go down because they close after a month of us visiting it.
All our dishes are halal, and about 50-60% of our customers are Muslims, and they always ask and I assure them that we have all the halal in the certificates for our meat and other products. We can see like spicy chicken wings, that's not 100% Persian. Another element to our menu is that I have paid quite a lot of attention to the Persian regional cooking, such as lamb fillet in pomegranate and walnut sauce, which is called torsh. Torsh means sour in Persian. The rest of them, some of the spicy seafood dishes, come from the southern Iran by the Persian Gulf, and which is influenced very much by Pakistani and Indian cuisine.
Sienna is a Japanese restaurant in Bayswater, London. Having opened in August 2016, the 60-seater cover restaurant has an extensive sushi section. What makes this Japanese restaurant so unique, it has a fully halal food menu, no alcohol is used in any of the dishes. We had a number of very delicious sushis, but the one that stood out was a Wagyu beef maki, a 6-piece roll, handmade Wagyu spicy miso finished with caviar. You don't find many places in London serving halal Wagyu beef maki. Izakaya has a very impressive ramen section. They have Wagyu beef on the menu, First things first, Chef Andy disclosed to us that the Wagyu used was grade 7, meaning this was designated good quality beef. But while it came in just above £50, it didn't deter us to try it. While this turned out to be a really satisfying eat, given the slight sweet and sour edge delivered by the ponzu and waffle sauce and the ultra soft small mushroom, we simply couldn't get past the price to portion differential. Billy and the Chick is a free-range halal chicken shop in the heart of Soho, London. It has a music-themed interior, and this is shown by the logo, which has a chicken with the headphones on. Unfortunately, Billy and the Chicks only has free-range halal fried chicken, not the wings itself. This is because it's cooked in a different environment where the oil is not halal, and they went specifically out there just to find this halal chicken, which is very hard to do in London alone. In our opinion, there's no need to get the chicken. This veggie burger was nominated for the Burger of the Year award. Mango Tree is a Thai fine dining restaurant in Belgravia, London. It's the second time we're reviewing them just because they have new items on the menu. The halal status is it has halal chicken, lamb and beef and prepped and cooked separately. Now if I can pronounce this correctly, it's the Pla Mok Tob Ta Kri, 10 pieces of signature wok toasted squid with lemongrass, peppercorn, ginger and black pepper. It ended up on the Best Start of the Year award. They did a really impressive dim sum platter, presented in a traditional bamboo steamer, with an assortment of 5 attractively made and appetizing dumplings in the dim sum platter. The grilled rack of lamb chops is simply criminal to present fat that's not crispied up as it should be. The poussin was executed perfectly. Mango Tree impressed us almost as much as they did last time. While there was 1 or 2 dishes that didn't live up to expectation, Mango Tree remains one of London's top halal friendly Thai restaurants.
My name is Vishnu Natarajan and we are the restaurant Chokidani at Battersea area, and we do lots of halal food. Our chicken, our lamb and our rabbit, especially rabbit is halal.
The Morg Joshli is a poussin aromatic chicken thigh. It made it into our Best Start of the Year award, and the reason why is because it was as close to melt in the mouth poussin as we've ever had.
We have this Telangana Chapakura. Telangana is just being one of the coastal South Indian states, which is also very known for lots of tangy, sharp, chili flavor curries. So instead of using the regular Indian fishes, what we're just trying to do is we're trying to source fish from UK waters, so monkfish, and it nicely comes out with a bit of plantain chips, which is all homemade, and lotus root crisp as well, and some broccoli to go with that.
One of the dishes that got into the Main of the Year award was the Telangani Chapakura. Another dish on the menu that made it onto the End of Year Dessert Awards was the Rose Creme Brulee.
It's the same creme brulee concept, but what we're just trying to do is a celebration of roses. It's available in UK and in India across. So we just replicated a concept of a gulkan, like a rose petal jam, which is homemade here.
They easily ended up in the Feed the Line Awards of the Best Newcomer and the Best Restaurant. Dada's Diner in Nexen is a fully halal American-style restaurant. They got the cheapest steak available, which comes in around £10. It's also got so much fat on it. I can only compare it to Asda steak. And looking not too far forward is the burgers themselves. They are so dry, they're overcooked, and the condiments are appalling with hardly any sauce. After saying all of that, the one thing they do and they do so well is the chicken waffle with syrup. It's one of the best chicken waffles I've ever had, and it compares to Stack's Diner for sure at half the price. Chi Kitchen is a Pan-Asian restaurant situated at the back of Debenham. The menu was created by 2014 MasterChef winner Ping Combe, and it's one of our favourite eats for a couple of reasons. 1, the food is amazing, and 2, the pricing is well on point. The one dish that stood out for us, which got nominated for the best fish dish of the year, was the Chi Kitchen Laksa, a Singaporean noodle soup with shrimp, coconut broth, prawns, fish cake, clams, sambal sauce and thick chopped noodles. We headed all the way to Cambridge Gourmet Grill, fully halal restaurant. That's got a £20,000 Jasper grill. That's the most impressive part about the restaurant, that whatever comes out of it is always going to be good. They got pretty simple but impressive chicken burgers, lamb chops. They even do pizzas, and now they're throwing in curries as well, so they got the whole kitchen sink.
My name is Anirudh Arora. I am the chef and owner of Hanky's Marble Arch. The concept revolves around the bread called Rumali. The literal translation of the bread being hankies, a handkerchief. Hence the name Hanky's for the restaurant.
The chili lamb chop made it onto the end of year awards for best art of the year.
Also, the unique thing about the cuisine here is that it's fully halal. Exception for the guinea fowl. We do serve alcohol, but the dishes do not use any alcohol at all. So the cuisine is very much halal friendly.
We also made it onto the end of year awards for the best steak with the Gorsht 5-ounce ribeye. This is the first time in a long time we've had a steak with a rub on top of it. And that too a masala rub, which is so different because the last time we had spices on our steak was at Steakhouse, we absolutely hated it. But in this case what we had was a mouth-watering juicy piece of ribeye, perfectly cooked to medium with crispy fatty edges. The masala succeeded in adding a very light fragrant salty chili aftertaste, and the hits just kept on coming. The kofta was a wild mushroom kofta, cashew sauce with baby morels, accompanied by Hanky's dal. This ended up being nominated for Feed the Lions Best Veggie Dish of the Year. The mushroom kofta was huge, softly textured and surrounded by plenty of smooth creamy sauce that was deliciously sweet, courtesy of the cardamom with a spicy undertone. Absolutely lovely and highly recommended. Hanky's is a Marble Lounge, is one of the best priced restaurants in the whole of London. It's got a very fine dining atmosphere and you're paying half the price at most restaurants, and the quality of the food is amazing. We gave it a solid 4.5 out of 5 and it got nominated for the best restaurant of the year and the best newcomer of the year. And that's not all, it was also nominated for the best dessert of the year for the Gulakand Kheer.
Hi, I'm Vikalp Chibber. I'm the group operations head at Chakra. Here at Chakra, we take pride in our food, our service. So whereas we at Chakra make sure that all the dishes from which we have incorporated from the various parts of India is halal. It's completely halal. All our suppliers are halal, and there's no alcohol used in any dishes at all.
This dish, the Samandar Khazana, was nominated for one of the best fish dishes of the year. It's South Indian spice flavour Atlantic sea scallops, squid and freshwater prawns with passion fruit sauce.
Jalafi seekh kebab is not a normal seekh kebab. It's minced lamb cooked in tandoor on a skewer, and then we put some bell peppers, some onions on top to make the texture of it very different, which gives a crispiness to it.
Nominated for the Best Kebab of the Year award was the Galafi Sheikh Kebab, an aromatic garam masala and herb flavoured baby lamb minced on tandoori skewer and sprouted lentil salad. The kebab itself was perfectly tandoored with such a smokiness to it and softened the bite, absolute triumph, and as one line put it, simply the best Sikh kebab of the year. Chakra Indian Restaurant really is a hidden gem, not many people know about it, and one of the things they do have is a Jalandhar chicken. This dish alone was nominated for Feed the Lions Main of the Year award.
My name is Muqaddas. I am the owner Atlas Uyghur Restaurant. We are the only fully halal Uyghur restaurant in London.
So these noodles, you create them fresh?
Yeah, we do fresh. We prepare every morning like this.
How good was this Lajma beef dish? Absolutely impressive. Why? Not just because of the beef, but because of those handmade noodles. This is the first time we've ever had handmade noodles, and this is definitely recommended. Coming at just £9, you won't get anything better than this when it comes to noodle dishes. We thoroughly recommend you turn up at Uyghur and utilise that 10% discount which they're giving Feed the Line readers. They also do a really impressive ugur pulao, rice cooked with lamb, carrot and onion. There was a few dishes that didn't sit well on our palate, but this wasn't one of them. The ugur cheese kebabs were really nice. The impressive thing was the small pieces of lamb cubes usually come out dry because of the size of it, but not these ones. Tender and juicy with a touch of fierce heat, the barbecue was evidently cooked on it. Kervin Sofrosi, traditional family style restaurant with 4 branches in North London. They've been nominated for the British Curry Awards and have a fully halal food menu. Kervin Sofrosi did a really impressive kamali pie, which is minced lamb, tomatoes, green pepper, onions and parsley. For once, it had a lot of flavour in it, which is quite unique because I've been to quite a lot of Turkish restaurants now and they all come out pretty bland. Being a Turkish restaurant, they obviously specialise in their grills, but the star of the review was a lamb tagine. It looked like they threw the whole kitchen sink at it with so many different flavours going on, but it ultimately really did work. Cooked with vegetables, apricots and almond, served with rice. It also had gravy on it. That's not all. We know everyone's dying for a good kanafa in this world. The shredded pastry filled with cheese and honey syrup. This we can say is the best kanafa we've ever had. With creamy cheese on top, the pastry was perfectly cooked with a very good crunch and the cheese inside wasn't overpowering. In all, it took us 1 whole minute to devour the whole dish.
We're the Lebanese Bakery and we just opened recently in late May 2018 and we're located on Russell Street, just down the street from the Piazza, and this is a franchise from the Lebanese Bakery in Lebanon, in Beirut. All of our food is fully halal certified, so essentially everything comes on a flatbread. And then you've got your choices between whole grain, multi-grain and standard white dough. And then for toppings, you can choose between cheeses, various Arabian cheeses like akewin, kashkwan, and we've also got different meats, different confits, and then we've also got vegetarian and vegan-friendly options like za'atar and hummus and beetroot. We also do an all-day breakfast, which we do baked eggs on a flatbread, and then you can either get them with an awarma, which is a lamb confit, or sujuk, which is a sausage confit. And then we crack the eggs on top ourselves and bake them into the stone-baked oven. And yeah, you can get it all day. It comes topped with some za'atar, which is fresh thyme, salt, pepper, some sumac, ready to serve.
Chicago Steakhouse in Croydon. What they ultimately do is cook your own steak. They have pretty good cuts of meat. They're generally all from abroad.
It's very hot.
Ultimately, it's a very good experience of cutting your own meat. It's been done to death now. We don't know what we're really doing, but we just make sure we try and cook it as much as we want. But the problem with this sort of cooking is the hot plate is so hot, when you put anything which has got moisture on top of it, it just splatters out. It goes all over your clothes. They don't provide any aprons for you, so expect your clothes to be dirty. Fire Bean is a Mexican fast food restaurant. They ultimately do things like burritos and tacos. It's one of the best Mexican fast food restaurants you'll get. Simply, you have a lot of ingredients, you choose what you want to put in there. For us, a naked vegetable burrito was the best. Naked because it doesn't come in a burrito, as a result you get more filling. And we had the meat dishes, they didn't stack up to the vegetables alone. The mixed vegetable was the best for us, which is quite funny because we usually eat our meat for fun, but not in this case. After saying all that, the best thing of the night is the nachos itself. Why? Because it's homemade and freshly made. You can top it with as many flavors you want, but always go for the extra special nachos. They chuck a load of keema lamb mince on top of it and then put cheese on top. It is an absolute delight, massive portion so your whole family can enjoy it.
So we are Mr. White's English Shop House, part of Market Pier White. We are fully halal and we're based in Whitechapel. We are fully halal because obviously the community here, around here, so that's why we decided to go through full halal. We have no alcohol in any sauces. We don't have any prop products at all in our menus at all. Alex James actually was in Blur. So he was the one, I don't know if you know, one of the Blood, he decided to become a farmer. And he done all these cheeses. So this particular cheese is called Blue Monday, and he actually is in partnership with Market Pier White for years. So from his farm, the cheese is, you know, you cannot find it anywhere else. It's definitely British. It's very good. Yeah.
The Alex James burger was nominated for Feed the Line Best Burger of the Year award.
And the chicken forestier is basically a dish that again we roast. Is a roast chicken, and also comes with, I don't know if you notice how many, it's a lot of mushrooms. So you got the rumpered lamb, also is popular. We can do it. I would always recommend it pink because it's lovely pink, and you know you come with the potatoes and everything. So it's really nice. The juice is a natural juice from the lamb. This makes it really special.
The lasagna of wild mushrooms was nominated for Feed the Line's Best Vegetarian of the Year award, and rightly so.
We're known for meat, obviously, mostly our steaks, so I would definitely recommend our ribeye, also our T-bone.
Unfortunately for a grill house, the steaks were really poor quality, they had too much fat inside them, they came out pretty tough. Mr. Fluffles' legendary steak is well known in Shepherd's Bush and in London alone. What makes them so good? Not just the fresh ingredients, but the best Fluffles you've had in your life.
So basically what I'm doing here is I'm making 4 extra large classic falafel wraps.
Perfection.
Okay, we have a range of 9 of them.
Assalamu alaikum. I just opened a restaurant newly in South Kensington. The restaurant called Zain, Indian cuisine. You can get 20% off from the Feed the Line if you go to the website. Also our menu is fully halal. All the product we got in the menu is completely halal.
Zain doesn't live up to expectations, but what they do is amazing lamb biryani. In fact, one of the best lamb biryanis we've ever had. Can you hear that sizzle? £75 Wagyu, and it's worth it. Proper grade A5 melt in your mouth meat. What we can't see is why they get such a bad rep from the public. Probably because the pricing is too high, but that's because you pay for the quality you get.
So that bit here then becomes your tomahawk. It's like a club. Oh, you can see that caramelizing there. This halloumi will start to go gooey. Yeah, this is taking halloumi to a different level altogether. As you can see, this is fresh. Fresh salmon. Now, when's the last time you tasted salmon with nothing on?
And this salmon dish was nominated for Feed the Line's Best Fish Dish of the Year.
Oh my god, my. And again, have we used any excess oils? Have we used any oils? No.
Chapati Club, located in Acton, is one of the better curry houses. Across the board, all the dishes we had on the day were all really nice. There's not one dish you could have and say, you know what, I don't like that. That's the most impressive thing about it. We had quite a few dishes and they all worked. Wing Wing do Korean fried chicken, and the best part of all is the chicken itself. The garlic wings are really good. Aromatically, the licorice wings are the best out of the lot. But that's not what's impressive. What's impressive is those legs, the hot drumsticks. They are thick and juicy and they are so fluffy. We've never had legs so fluffy in our life. You probably think everything's good at this place, but it isn't. There's a lot of misses. The most impressive part of the restaurant was the world's smallest disco. Just have a look at this.
Listen to me. I've tried so many times to tell you this is as good.
This week we're at Dapur Halal Malaysian Restaurant. If you're at the British Museum, this is the place to go, as it's located only a 5-minute walk away. You can find it just off Red Lion Street, in between Lambed Conduit Passage. Now let's hear from the owner herself.
Hi, I'm Shariza and I own Dapur in Holborn, and typically it's a Malaysian food and it's all completely halal, inshallah. We have been in operation since March 2014. So Dapur is open from Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 3 o'clock. We close at the weekends. Well, I'm quite happy just being here because, you know, it has the lunchtime traffic that I want. For us, we're just doing the nasi campur kind of thing. So nasi campur means like your rice and all the dishes. That's what you have in Malaysia, you know, like the street food kind of thing.
But the main question is the chicken rundown supposed to be crispy?
Oh, hell no, never. Never.
I like your randang flavour. That's like a coconut sweetness. However, the chicken skin isn't crispy. It can't be eaten.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
But all the sauce is on the skin I can't eat.
My grandmother will be turning in her grave, you know, if you make crispy chicken rendang, because that never happens. It's just ridiculous. Because it's the sauce. So you can't have chicken curry with crispy skin, basically. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, but then again, hey, you know, just because, what's his name, Greg Wallace is a Master Chef judge doesn't make him, you know, the expert in Malaysian cuisine. So
guys, my name's Usman. I'm from the Windsor Steakhouse in Kingsbury Square in Aylesbury, in Buckinghamshire. We specialise in home counties beef, who serve 100% halal beef. Our whole food menu is halal, all 100% grass-fed and grain finished. Our menu is primarily consists of steak. We like to source as locally as possible. For starters tonight, the first dish you guys had was grilled tikka camembert, olive oil in a pan, red onions, coriander, some tikka paste which is made in-house. We let that sizzle off on the grill. As we put it on the slate, we finish it off with a blowtorch.
Saffron House, located just a mile away from Warner Brothers Studio. It's been around for 13 years and recently it's had a name change and a change in decor. Each dish is cooked from fresh. It definitely looks the part and we can say that the food is genuinely authentic.
Rogan goose. We have paneer shashlik buna. Makkan wala, murk makkan wala, chicken makkan wala. Adraki chicken.
What's this rice?
This is lemon rice. Okay. This is Bombay potato. And we have lamb biryani. This one here is our bindi jaipuri. It's the only one that we serve cold. Last but not least, our tarka dal.
Alright.
Hi, I'm Stephen, co-founder of Maison Bob and Lebab. We're in Maison Bob right now, our new place. Come and go and shoot about 2 minutes over there to kind of give you an idea of where we are. This is a modern kebab house. It's come off the back of Lebab in Soho, which is, I guess, more of a modern kebab restaurant. We've tried to make the food a little more punchy and bold and actually a little simpler here. But we've still paired it up with the same kind of vibe and drinks offering and hoping to bring many of the same people in. We've developed a completely new menu. The only thing that stayed the same is our fondue fries. They're identical, except now in this place you can get them with our restaurant sauce, which is the Iskender sauce. It's our take on the Iskender sauce, which is a classic sauce of Turkish kebabs. We have a menu now broken into kebabs, which are in flatbread wraps, and focaccia sandwiches. They're actually made from the same dough, which we bake in 2 different ways. The wraps are baked in our pizza oven over here, and the focaccias are tray baked. They kind of echo a Berlin-style bread. We have modern mezze alongside it, so we've got a fairly decent selection of starters, including also manouche, which come out of this bread oven right here. And we are, of course, halal friendly. I am actually on our designated halal section right now, where we will separately prepare halal meats. All of our chicken and lamb is very, very carefully sourced and is halal certified.
The Vada Pav was a vegetarian dish and got nominated for Feed the Nine's Best Burger of the Year award. It's a traditional Mumbai sandwich, deep-fried masala potato cake.
Hi, so my name's Nick. We're at Sushi Dog, which is on the first floor of Westfield between John Lewis and Adidas. We've just opened up our first branch serving a really new concept for selling sushi, which is sushi burritos and poke bowls. So basic concept is you can choose between your roll or bowl, that's step 1. Next you're going to fill it up with either salmon, tuna, prawn, chicken capsule or beetroot. You get to pick one of those. Next is where you sauce it up. So we've got 7 different options of sauce that you can go for. You can have as many as you like. We'll recommend different combinations that we really like. And then finally finish it off with as many toppings as you like, avocado, cucumber, or you can just sprinkle some sesame seeds or crushed wasabi peas on top at the end. Everything is halal apart from our teriyaki sauce, tonkatsu and sesame dressing. We serve halal chicken, which is great because we have lots of customers that really like that.
My name is Sharif Rahman. I'm the founder of Smokey Boys. We are located at the moment Watford, Amersham, Stevenage and Hounslow. All our food is halal, and recently we just upgraded our meat to Angus, so all our beef is Angus beef now. Our menu contains of a lot of things, like you've got burgers, you can create your own burger, you got grilled chicken, strips, wings, hot dogs. Recently we just upgraded our hot dog. Before it used to be processed, but now it's handmade as well. So we're just constantly trying to improve on our meat. We never compromise on the quality of our meat, where we source it from.
We highly recommend Smokey Boys. The shake, the burgers, wings and the hot dogs, everything worked. Smokey Boys have improved the menu so much, they've improved from 2 raws to 4 raws, and it's only because the whole menu worked.
Welcome, my name is Nils Fry. I'm the general manager of TRex Cafe Bar and Lounge. Our menu is exclude from 1 beef dish, and from the chicken and chorizo croquette, completely halal free.
Our shakshuka, which comes with toasted bread, and our traditional, basically it's a chimichurri on the top.
The buttermilk chicken burger was nominated for Feed the Nine's Best Burger of the Year award, and the only chicken burger to be nominated this year.
Hello, I'm Luciano. I manage the Black Milk store in Soho. We're based in Fiorucci on Brewer Street. What we do is we specialise in freak shakes and waffles. We make our waffles fresh in-house. We've also got our salted caramel and Biscoff waffle. We've got our salted caramel stack, that is a salted caramel cake with a Biscoff and salted caramel shake. Then our red velvet dream is our newest shake, served with a red velvet cake and a white chocolate shake.
Ultimately, black milk is a child's delight and an adult's nightmare. It's got way too much sugar, but at least they're giving away buy one get one free for Feed the Nine readers. Bali Kitchen is a build your own street food sort of concept where you make your own curry bowls and wraps. The biggest problem is the condiments. There's too much salad to choose from, and the curries have got no depth and flavour. Funny enough, the dal and fried onion is the best thing we had on the day, and it goes really well with some roti. And you can also have the rajma, which is bean and rice soup. Shakedown Desserts in Manchester, probably the smallest dessert parlour in the country, but they're punching above their weight. This is one of the better dessert parlours out there. The shakes are thick and full of flavour, but it's the roadblock that caught our eye. Homemade waffle with everything on top.
At Mitsurayu, all our meats are halal, our menu is pork free, and there is no alcohol used in any of the cooking. And we are based in Chinatown, just behind Leicester Square Station. At Mitsurayu, we do a teishoku meal concept, which is a Japanese set meal. The idea behind that is to give you a balanced meal with protein, rice, and a side of either a salad, soup, or a veg. At Mitsurayu, you normally pick your main dish. You would get miso soup and a rice with that, complimentary, plus one regular side is included in the price.
The chicken katsu curry, deep fried breaded chicken with Japanese curry, which was nominated for Feed the Nine's Best Main of the Year.
Usually it takes about 5 minutes for boiling, sir. Yeah.
The wood is burning a bit.
I take it, yeah. Oh, wow. The fire is still big. Maybe just a few minutes the fire going down, yeah, because we cannot.
Cooking your own beef sakiyaki, thinly sliced beef with veg cooked in a soy broth, really exciting. Within 10 seconds the meat's cooked, you can eat straight from the broth into your mouth. One of the best dishes of the night was the unagi kabayaki. It's grilled eel with rice cooked in Japanese soy broth with veg, and got nominated for Feed the Nine's Best Fish Dish of the Year.
I'm P.D. Joseph, been running a Michelin star restaurant for past 8 years. I have got the opportunity to open Kahani restaurant in Sloane Square at the moment. It's a great location, Chelsea, just off Sloane Street, opposite to Cadogan Hall in Wilbraham Place. Kahani is story in Hindi. The spirit of Kahani is lighter, modern Indian food made with seasonal British ingredients.
Kahani had 5 dishes nominated for Feed the Nine awards. One of them was a sirloin kebab char grilled, which had truffle oil, ground fennel and raw cumin. A contender for Feed the Nine's Best Start of the Year was the Somerset lamb chops. These were on par with Hankey's lamb chops as one of the best lamb chops we've had in our life, along with GTR. Nominated for the best seafood dish of the year was the smoked Malabar prawns. They made it in the tandoori and they did it so well. Nominated for the best veggie dish of the year was the tandoori broccoli. After having this, you'll think to yourself, you don't need to have meat all the time. This was one of the best dishes we've had on the night and one of the best dishes we've had in our life. No lie. It's so hard to get biryanis. Lamb biryanis are even harder. The last place we had a good one was Zane. These were better. So good they got nominated for the best main dish of the year. The braised fragrant rice, exotic spices, mint, coriander with lamb, and you can add prawns if you want it. Just remember to give it a good mix, not just eat from the top, because all the flavours are on the bottom. That's why you got to mix it from the bottom up.
I'm the co-founder of Panoka Indian restaurant in City of London in Fenchurch Street. We've been here almost 11 years. What we're doing now is that we're trying to promote our business to a different market now. Different markets such as the halal market. Halal market is a big market in the UK. 99.9% of our menu is halal except for the duck.
A no-cut giving away 25% for Feed the Line readers, and the Shahi Ghost Lamb Biryani is one of the best around.
Hi, I'm Claire, this is Ishani, and now we've built a modern Japanese restaurant to cater for halal, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. We make sure we have enough on the menu for everyone to enjoy.
We're serving a strip loin steak, 150 grams. We cook a medium, we put on a charcoal grill as well to give a little bit of a smoky flavor. We use yakiniku sauce. Yakiniku sauce is Japanese barbecue sauce. We're doing our own yakiniku sauce here from the scratch.
The sirloin steak was nominated for Feed the Line's Best Steak of the Year, and the chicken yakitori was nominated for Feed the Line's Best Starter of the Year.
From the yakitori section, we have a chicken yakitori. It's very popular. That's why we brought in our menu, and one of our big sellers here. We use yakitori tare. This yakitori tare we make from scratch and on our restaurant as well.
My name is Sandra. I'm the owner of Old Chang. We're a new Singaporean grab and go concept in Covent Garden. We are fully halal. We don't serve any pork on the premises, no alcohol, and our meat comes from a halal supplier. We do Singaporean street food, but we are most well known for our curry puffs. Curry puffs are what we call the Singaporean version of, say, a Cornish pasty, but we think better and a little bit more fiery. So we decided to bring them to London because we thought it was a marriage of two things that people here already know and love. So a really good curry and a really good pastry. So it's two in one. You know, what's not to love?
Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Al Badr Restaurant. We are located on Ladypool Road, Birmingham. We recently won an award for the best themed restaurant in the Midlands. In one of the dishes that we have in our breakfast menu is called shakshuka. It's a traditional Arabic breakfast. Al Badr Restaurant, what we're specifically famous for is for our tagines. We cook the lamb tagine, especially the lamb tagine. Lamb tagine is basically slow cooked savory lamb dish, which is cooked in the tagine dish. It's slow cooked, many hours in the tagine dish. The sauce is really nice.
Al Badr has such a large menu, there's something on it that everybody will be able to enjoy. For us, it was the tagine dishes.
Welcome to Ali Ocakbaşı. Now here we are in London, heart of London, in Leicester Square. We are a new generation Turkish restaurant, and we like to invite and welcome all Londoners, and we like to present our real taste and Turkish cuisine culture with the taste and service focus. And this is one of our branch and the new baby. This one is one of our best sellers. The hand-ground mincemeat, which we use as a beef and lamb mix. We call it Ali kebab, and is a typical Turkish traditional kebab style. You can see in this special kind of kopa plate, we call it the kunefe plate. And how we prepare, first you have to put the butter on the bottom, and after that cover with the angel hairs, the kadaifi, and you use all around the corners, and by two hands you have to cover it and close it, we call it. And how we cook, there is two options. The original way in the charcoal grill is amazing, but it will take too long. But if you prefer at home, you can put in the oven, or directly you can cook on the burner. But it's better to use the plate, burner plates actually. It's a really thin flaky pastry. There's a special cream of milk and pistachio powder in it, and
And there you go, 60 restaurants in 60 minutes. Leave a comment below, let us know if you want us to review any restaurants in 2019. And as Mark Ween says,
if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now and also click the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified of the next video that I publish.
Well said, Mark.